Hello, mankind. Or, I suppose I should say goodbye.
So, you finally went and did it. Your doomsday clock has struck midnight. I suppose we should introduce ourselves. We are the other life in this universe. Yes, we are out here. Yes, we heard you calling. Yes, we ignored you. And no, we cannot save you now. Forgive us, but there are rules for a reason. You see, all life which achieves higher intelligence must face its own great trial. A civilization-wide identity crisis that has but two possible results. One, they overcome life's natural destructive tendencies, the greed, the pride, the longing for domination and power, and ascend to the stars as beings of purity and love. And then there's the other of the two possibilities. This is the result that you face today. You were able to overcome and subdue everything that stood in your way. Well, except yourselves, that is. You felt just shy of putting aside the petty squabbling and egotism, and now you've come to destroy yourselves. But humanity, do not grieve. You may have come up short of ascension to higher existence, but that does not mean your existence was meaningless. Well, it's true. You've come to extinguish your own flame in a great ball of fire. Do not forget what you accomplished in the meantime. You traveled and explored. You sought answers to questions you didn't even fully understand. You danced. You laughed. You found love in the darkest of places. You grappled with your own insignificance. You turned the great existential pain that comes with realizing nothing matters or truly means anything in any meaningful sense and turned it into great works of art. You created art. We cannot overstate the significance of that. You took your hands, forged by years of evolution, to be the perfect killing machines and use them to create, to express, to scream into the darkness that yes, we are here. We are hurting and afraid, but we are alive. Humanity, you beautiful failure, you were alive, and you will not be forgotten. Your music will continue to permeate throughout the cosmos for the rest of time. We will retrieve the rovers you sent out into the universe. We'll read the messages you left us, and we will remember you. It's the least we can do. You always did seem to put a lot of value on being remembered. It is always at this point that we ask the dying civilization to reflect. Bear in mind, our goal is not to shame you, nor should you feel ashamed, but perhaps a little reflection can be soothing when facing the end. And so we ask you, if you could go back, what would you do differently? Your fate was not inevitable until about 15 seconds before this message was dispatched, so what would you change? Perhaps you'd start by saying, I love you, a little more often. It seemed like at some point you decided believing love was the answer to your problems was naive or childish, as if somehow it was foolish to hold on to the natural kindness and innocence you all started with before being perverted by the harsh realities of existence. Your reasoning behind that attitude baffles us, but perhaps that is unfair. It's been a long time since we've had to grapple with the hardships of survival. Perhaps you'd try just a little harder to make sure every person had food in their bellies and a roof over their head once you had the resources to provide them. Perhaps you'd put a little less emphasis on the fictional currencies you invented and came to worship and a little more on just living life. Maybe you'd be kinder to your Earth. She forgives you, by the way. Maybe you'd draw a few more pictures. Maybe you'd sing a few more songs. Maybe you'd be a kid, just a little longer. These choices, they were always yours to make. Each and every one of you, though maybe it didn't always feel that way. You did what you could, and that's what matters now. Enough of the past. Let's talk the now. We think it's pretty safe to assume you're all feeling rather scared right now, faced with the final curtain, as you humans say. Well, as natural and inevitable as that fear is, we want to assure you it's not necessary. You've been not alive before. You survived it then, and you will survive it this time too. In the meantime, enjoy these last few moments you have as human beings. While it may feel more temporary than ever now that the end is assured and in sight, it was always just that, temporary. Good night, humanity. I love you.